Hi everyone, I'm the Defender's Dylan Collier. Tomorrow, San Antonio City Council is expected to talk about whether or not to settle a lawsuit filed against its police department by a San Antonio woman who says she was illegally searched on the side of the road. This happened back in 2016. The lawsuit was filed early last year in federal court. We've gotten a lot of web traffic on this story and a lot of questions about whether the Texas Tort Claims Act applies to this lawsuit. We spoke to a number of local attorneys, and it turns out it does not. This is a Section 1983 lawsuit, what is called a federal civil rights lawsuit. The plaintiff in this case, a woman named Natalie Sims, says that a female San Antonio police officer actually pulled out a tampon and then searched her vaginal cavity looking for most likely drugs. This happened in public, on the side of the road, and without the consent of Sims. Sims had agreed to let San Antonio police search her vehicle and even look her over for whether or not she had any kind of illegal substance. But according to the lawsuit, did not give the female officer permission to actually search inside of her, and certainly did not give her permission to remove her tampon. Because the lawsuit has not been formally settled, the city considers it pending litigation and will not comment. But I think there are three things to keep in mind when discussing why the city ultimately settled this lawsuit. One, the search was done in front of male officers and in public. So even though a female officer was brought in and conducted the actual vaginal cavity search, male officers were able to see what was going on. Another important factor, Sims was not under arrest but did not think she could leave the scene until she allowed officers to not only search her vehicle, but then look her over for whether or not she had anything illegal on her, which according to records she did not. She was allowed to leave the scene in her own vehicle and was never taken into custody and booked on charges related to this incident. And factor number three, and this is very important, is the embarrassment factor. The fact that this was, again, done in public, not in private. Sims repeatedly asked to be taken to headquarters and have the search done there. The female officer said that was not going to happen. Again, male officers were in the area. And again, this possible $205,000 settlement is expected to go before City Council Thursday morning. Stay with KSAT.com for updates on this article.